What is going on, boys and girls? We're here doing a NBA Week 8 prediction. I didn't realize that Sunday was part of the week, so they're already filled in with whoever won on Sunday outside of Portland's game's not over yet, but Portland's winning near the end of the game against Indiana. So let's get right into it. Let's start with Monday. So I guess it'll be Monday through Saturday then. So we're going to just do each day. So Dallas, Phoenix, Dallas has not looked that phenomenal this season. Phoenix has looked quite a bit better just due to the fact that Dallas is literally Luka versus the world. Yeah, I think that's an easy bet. I think the Clippers will beat the Hornets. Hornets aren't very good. They're not really trying. Atlanta will beat OKC. Shea has been doing everything he can to keep the Thunder relevant this year, and he's just it's not enough. And Atlanta's still the better team, and I think will pretty handily win this game. I'm gonna take Philly over Houston. Houston's again, they're not trying; they're tanking. Philly's trying to succeed here. Too many injuries though that it's gonna really come back to haunt them. But I don't see how you could take Houston over Philly in this situation. And then Memphis over Miami. Miami again, super injured, tons of injuries. Memphis doesn't look as good as they did last year, but they still look pretty decent. Definitely better than what the Miami team's been putting out there. I think most of their players are back, but still not fully sold on Miami at this point. I think Golden State's gonna beat the Pacers. The Pacers, I know they're a little bit around 500, a little over or whatever. I don't think they're really that team. They haven't shown me anything more than just mid-tier team that's probably going to fall off randomly to try to get Victor or Scoot Henderson come draft day. I'm going to obviously take Milwaukee. Orlando, they're just not that great. Need to really put a better team there, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to really think of Orlando. They under succeed, even though it's not really doesn't seem like a bad team. Bol, Bencaro, they're both playing out of their minds. I guess, two players can't carry a single team, but I don't know. They don't stand a chance against the Bucks, in my opinion. Toronto doesn't stand a chance against Boston either. Boston's clearly the better team there. Boston has been really hard to beat this year. They look being better than they did last year. Toronto's not beating Boston, so let's just continue to Tuesday. Miami will beat Detroit. Detroit, again, is not playing for much here. I think they're trying to also get a high draft pick. You might as well, if you could put Victor or Scoot Henderson with Cade Cunningham, I would, personally. So, I'm going to take Miami there. Cleveland over the Lakers. Lakers been on fire here recently. They just destroyed my Wizards. Not destroyed, but they beat them pretty badly. And AD has came back, and he is proving the world that he is still healthy, still a solid basketball player. And I think Cleveland's just been better so far this year, and I don't see Cleveland losing this game to the Lakers. Denver, Dallas. I think Denver's going to win it, to be honest. Denver's looked like the better team than Dallas. Dallas has been just so meh this year. It's literally Luka versus the world, and he's like dead after every game because he's carrying this team so far. It's nuts. Memphis, OKC. Memphis is going to win that one, I think, pretty easily. Again, Memphis is, in my opinion, still a solid team. OKC is kind of just, it's Shea versus the world. Josh Giddey's there, but that's about it. Utah's falling apart, which is what everybody kind of expected them to fall back to reality. They kind of try to pull a Wizards look really good off the start, and they're just not. They're not the team. So Golden State, I see winning this game as they've bounced back significantly from their slow start. The Clippers will beat Orlando. The Lakers will beat Toronto. Lakers, again, they've been on fire. I can see them even beating Cleveland. I think they will beat Toronto here. The Clippers, they're just a decent team facing off against the team that's tanking, so there's not really much of an argument there. Brooklyn's been on fire as well. KD is unstoppable. Kyrie's back. They're just a solid team. They're playing a Hornet team that's looked awful so far this year. So, yeah. I'm going to take Atlanta over the Knicks as well. The Knicks have been kind of like those one of those weird mediocre teams this year, and the Hawks have been a clearly playoff caliber team. The Wizards over the Bulls. The Bulls have looked pretty bad so far this year. The Wizards have been a little bit iffy for the most part. But yeah, I'm gonna take the Wizards though. And I missed this game. I didn't realize there's this many more Wednesday games every year. I'm gonna take the Bucks over the Kings. The Kings have been impressive so far, but I don't see them beating Giannis in Milwaukee. I'm gonna take the Pacers over the Timberwolves, who've been downright disappointing so far this year. Indiana, we talked about them earlier. Pelicans, they've looked pretty decent. Where are they in the standings, even with just this one win? They're at the top of there, so yeah. The Pelicans have looked really good, Zion's back, Brandon Ingram's balling, I don't see Detroit putting up an argument in a fight in this game. I'm also going to take Boston over Phoenix. Phoenix has been not quite to the level they've been the last couple of years. Boston has been on fire so far to start the season. I can see them winning this game pretty handily. I'm also going to take the Clippers over Miami. Yeah, I think I'm going to take Clippers over Miami. Miami, again, like I said, tons of injuries. Clippers have looked like a solid team, even though sometimes their players don't play. So any game trying to predict the Clippers is nearly impossible, because who knows if Kawhi or Paul George is going to even play. I'm going to go with Sacramento beating Houston. Both teams are really tanking. There's not much of a matter in this game. Denver over Portland. Portland's looked decent. I mean, where are they? They're in a playoffs, play-in game right now. So, I'm gonna take Phoenix, to beat New Orleans there. That could be a really good game. It's probably so far one of the better games, in this week. But I think Phoenix is just the better team. The Pelicans have looked good, but they haven't been quite to what the Phoenix Suns are. I'm going to take the Timberwolves to beat Utah. While I'm here, I'm just going to finish this side. I think Denver will beat Utah, and Portland will beat the Timberwolves. Yeah. Utah, I think it's that time. They're going to fall back off. They're even with this, they'd technically be still in a playing game. But yeah, I think Utah's start was fluky, and they're about to fall back to reality. Might as well just finish all these ones out, and then I'll do this side instead of by day. Cleveland will beat the Kings. I think the Kings, like I said, they've looked good, but there's still some flaws with them. Cleveland's been more well-rounded. I think the Sixers, as long as Embiid plays well, will beat the Lakers. That could be tough, but just how well the Lakers have been playing and how poorly the Sixers are without most of their main stars. But I'm going to stick with the Sixers. Memphis will beat Detroit. Milwaukee beat Dallas. Same reasons as every other one I picked for those. Miami beat Sacramento. I think the Clippers will beat Washington unless their starters don't play, but Washington's looked so bad here recently. It's like, I think Cleveland will be at OKC. Like I said, Cleveland's really good. OKC's Shea versus the world. Dallas will beat the Bulls, and Boston will beat Golden State. Yeah, sounds about right. The Knicks, like I said, they're a little bit iffy, but with where are they? Charlotte's been just downright bad. Washington will beat the Pacers. I'm pretty sure. I'm not positive about that one. That could be a toss-up. They've done well against Pacers, and they've sucked against the Pacers, but I think they can win that one. Toronto will beat Orlando. Again, Orlando's not really wanting to win, I don't think, this year, and Toronto is. Brooklyn will beat Atlanta and the Pacers. So Brooklyn will beat both teams, I think, and yeah. They've re-showed after Steve Nash got fired. They've been a much better team. Alrighty, so let's go over who's all in the playoffs. So Boston will be the 1 seed with Milwaukee, Cleveland, and Atlanta as the 2, 3, 4, and then Brooklyn, Philly as the 5, 6, Toronto, Indiana, Miami, and Washington to round out your playing teams. Yeah, there's a lot of tanking teams. I think realistically, the only one that's on a playing game in the set that's not tanking is the Knicks. To be honest. All right. So in the West, though, it will be Phoenix, Denver, and Memphis. Kind of funny. They're the 3 division leaders, followed by New Orleans, Clippers, Golden State as your 6 in your playing games would be the Kings, Portland, Utah, and Dallas, which is crazy to think. I mean, you got these 2 teams that aren't really going to want to win. OKC wants to somewhat win, but it's really Shea versus the world. I think they should trade him. And then the Lakers. So this side's going to be more difficult if you're like the Kings or I think honestly I think Utah will fall off. Portland maybe, but particularly Utah will fall off, and the Lakers will slip into there somewhere. But thanks for watching.